Okay guys, hope everyone is doing well. So I've been playing more than 40 games on new season, and I think that I have valuable information for you guys in order to see how we're gonna actually play this season and how you can look to carry with Tryndamere. So for this game, I have double the damage to champions than anyone else in the game. I have triple the damage to turrets and top damage to objectives, so not every game is going to go like this, but still we're going to see what's replicable in what I did and how we can actually carry in season 14. Let's go. So something I love about season 14 is that they gave us the void grubs. We have a reason to be fighting and to playing around topside. I'm playing in, right now it's Diamond 2, Diamond 1, but it's players who ended last season between, let's say, 200 and 600 LP. There is a pretty big variance at the beginning of the season. And now what I've been seeing after a few days on new season is that support, they would actually almost always rotate for void grubs. Almost always they would go there and fight them. And now I will show you, as a top laner, you're with the mid laner, of course, like the person who can help the most to get it. So you need to communicate. So we don't have the chat here, but I communicated a lot. What I do now, in almost every single game, I say I will have prio for void grubs. Now, do I know that I will have prio for void grubs? Not always, but I just type it with confidence. I will have prio for void grubs, and during the game, I will find a way. I will find a way to have prio for void grubs. Having prio, what does it mean? Basically having the push, having the wave crashed in your enemy turret. So your opponent, he either doesn't defend void grubs because he has to stay, or he goes and defend them, but then you just stall for a bit and he just loses like the whole wave. That's about it. So now we'll see. How can you do that? How can you make sure that you have your prio for void grubs? Let's see when they spawn. Oh, they actually don't show them in what it's called, in replay or whatever. So I actually don't have the exact timer in mind. Okay, it's 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes. So basically, if you're getting pushed in, you need to understand how top lane works. Top lane works with bounces. Like, you're gonna look at top lane in ×8 speed. So here, for example, it's pushing to him. Now guess what it's gonna do? It's gonna bounce and push to me. Up most of the time, of course. On the freeze we managed to kill, etc. But at the end of the day, they're fighting and they're contesting the crash, and now it's crashed, and now it's bouncing again. Up. And guess what happens after it bounced? It's gonna slow push to me. Like, that's it. That's top lane. And it's less like this in bot and mid. But top lane, that's it. Like, you're gonna bounce waves, bounce. Most of the time, of course. Like, you have some matchups where you get just perma push, etc. But that's gonna happen like more than 80% of your games. Now, considering this, you really don't want to get pushed in this season. Because what it means is that you're gonna get pushed in, and then most likely you're gonna stack a big wave, it's gonna slow push, and you're gonna end up getting a crash because you're Tryndamere and you have a lot of sustain and you can fix your wave pretty easily. You don't need teleport for that. And then the wave is gonna bounce back to you, and by the time it bounces back to your turret, boom, void grubs are up. And now you're stuck. So that's why having the push is even more important than before. Actually, the most convenient situation that I found was the one that happened in this game. So I'm contesting the push and playing versus Shen. I have a long sword. It's having a wave to crash. I felt like this is the most convenient, the most common team that I have. Now, the issue with that is that you don't really get a reset. Like, here we're at 3 minutes. Void grubs are gonna pop at in 2 minutes. So 2 minutes is the time for Shen to actually crash this wave. Then he's probably gonna take a base, buy something, And then by the time it crashes back, yes, I will have prio for void grubs, but it's gonna be harder to have prio because Shen can have a base and spend some gold and get some items, and I cannot basically. So also I would be not full HP, etc. If you crash wave 3, now you need to look to either just perma push the waves or be fast on your bounce back. But the good thing is you could have bought something actually. Like, yeah, basically from experience, that's how it has happened. So now, like, okay, classical shit. The wave is bouncing to me. My jungler is pathing top, so we're able to look for the kill. But I mean, I don't want to really like focus on that. We have all other VODs to talk about this. And now look at this, and I'm typing it. I'm camp name spawning at timer. Nice. So I'm seeing it in chat, and I'm seeing it with my pings, and I'm just saying we're playing for void grubs. Now, are they better than Drakes? Do they win you games more than Drakes, etc.? I'm not completely sure yet. But as Tryndamere, if you want to take responsibility and you're a top laner and you want to carry your games, well, I'm pretty happy that my jungler is playing top and I'm able to be there. Like, you kind of want to be where the action is. Like, you don't want to play weak side in solo queue, you know? So now you have a good reason not to play weak side because you don't pay the price for it. And boom, that's it. That's my job as a top laner, I believe, this season, having the prio. So it doesn't matter if my Syndra is dead here, because even if they come Xin and Fizz, it's still a 2v2. And it's gonna be a 2v2 for quite a long time. So now we're playing those void grubs. Okay, nice. They try to defend, they cannot, and I even have the time to base, and my wave is still in a good state. Up, so now I have plenty of stuff, and remember how we killed Shen when the wave was on my side with Belveth? Well, we might do it again. I'm pinging, okay, now I'm pinging that he's level 6 now. If Belveth comes, we could kill, but I'm guessing she has her camps respawning. She might want to play Drake. So I'm probably gonna do it by myself, you know. I have an item advantage at this point. I spent my gold, he didn't, so we just killed the Shen. Now we're gonna see, when do void grubs respawn? Well, we don't have the timer. I don't know what's the timer exactly. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I know in-game, but most likely here, again, the wave is gonna push to me. And I'm guessing that on the bounce back, void grubs are gonna spawn. And look at this, if you look at chat, I actually, boom, camp name is spawning timer. I am the one pinging again, and I'm saying I'm playing 6 void grubs, etc. Okay, you're making the goals, you're making the plays. So now, okay, well, we don't have, now you have another option, because you can let the wave crash to your turret and go for a slow push and crash a big wave. The other option, if you're actually like really hard winning, etc., you don't really want to, like, you don't have to let the wave crash to you in order to push it. You can just get the push. But if you want to get even more time, the people who have been following me for quite a few weeks have seen this play happen a lot, where I would go to proxy one wave to give me more time and actually go and play an objective. Most likely it was whenever I wanted to go for Drake, etc. But here you can actually do it for void grubs, of course. And I end up doing it a lot. So, I mean, I don't have info on Xin, so I'm guessing that's why I'm not doing it. But right now, I want to hard push this next wave. Because these guys are spawning. I said that we don't have the exact timer, but I believe these guys are spawning. So now there's no, like, letting the wave bounce to you or whatever. I'm getting the prio, exactly. I'm getting the prio. And now I'm moving for void grubs. And same shit here. We don't have mid prio because Syndra is dead. I mean, we can have mid prio because like the wave is crashed, but she's dead. But here it's a 2v1. It's a 2v1 on grubs, and Zinzao face checks me, so I'm just gonna kill him real quick. And here I know that it's worth investing my time and my cooldowns, etc. That's why I didn't go for the dive. I could have dove Shen, but I'm not playing to dive Shen and spend everything and then I cannot help here. And good luck my team. It's between Syndra and Belveth versus like Fizz and Xin. I want to be there and have an impact on those. That's why I saved. And here I was I should have pinged that back. I don't think that was the play. I think that was a really bad play. Yeah, I'm the one. You see that? I'm pinging those. Like, we don't care about killing Shen. It doesn't do shit. It just kills Shen. But it also gives time for Xin to come back. And also it gives time to Fizz to guess what? The wave was crashed in. Now he was able to push it back. And now he's able to move. So now we're late on those because she tried to kill Shen. And if you're a jungler and you're watching this video, well, that's what you should prioritize. You now have an objective that has a lot of value. I can tell you, like, you can look at, there's a video on my YouTube channel, which is, when I post this, it's gonna be not yesterday's video, but the video that I posted 2 days ago, where I went for my damage to turrets PB with like 26,000 damage to turrets. And like, you can really see the value of void grubs. And also it happened in another game. Like, I think on my very first video of season 14, you look at the second game, same, you can see as a team the value of void grubs when you have like 5 or 6 of those. So now we secured 5 of them, but we should have secured 6 of them. Just Belveth wanted to play for a kill instead of the objective. Classical shit. Okay, and now, like, from now on, I think I gave you like the most important parts for this video. Like, that's the subject that I wanted to talk about. Now I'm having a lead, so I'm gonna just kill the guy. We can just look at macro-wise how I manage it from now. But basically, I think that's yeah, the biggest part that I want to talk about. I mean, I guess we're kind of even, and I kind of end up stomping the game. So now, because I have void grubs, look at how fast we actually take these. They're actually built-in demolish or whatever. So actually go demolish versus Shen into some other matchups, but actually less and less matchups. Just like versus Shen, I feel very confident. Like, I kind of want to have a demolish to be able to punish the guy if he ults to my team, basically. So here, I'm not sure if it was actually a good play to die for this T2, because now, again, there's an objective, but I'm not having any impact. So yes, Shen is not having any impact either, but then it's a 4v4, my team versus their team. So I'm just completely flipping a coin. If I was able to actually like pin the Shen and go there, etc., at least I'm not flipping a coin, you know? But on the other hand, I got 1k gold and it paid my Ginzus, and now I have 2 items, and now even if we're not playing for Driggs, or like for an early soul, well, we can play for the rest of it pretty easily. So let's see, I'm on 2 items right now. I'm really strong. I'm just like stronger than anyone in the game at this point. So I'm guessing that I'm just gonna play for up for this heralds. And look at chat, by the way. Rift. And I'm pinging this and I'm typing also. So that's how you want to use chat. Make the calls. Take responsibility. Take that eye. Take resources. Take gold. Okay. Because right now we're only 2k gold up. But like I'm 4k gold up. So it's pretty much all on me. So this herald, I don't think it's the best, but I mean, I was in a situation where my team is not particularly ahead, and from experience I like to put heralds when I know that I would be able to use it, you know. Like here it was a guaranteed T1, which is good enough. Maybe you could think that, okay, if I use it later I can get more than T1. You don't know that, you know. That's a, yeah, I mean, that was pretty good at the end of the day. Took T1, took 2 kills, brought 2 more people, took Shogat TP then because of that. Yeah, I guess just Syndra decided to hover mid and then TP top. I mean, it was pretty shit by her. But yeah, so far so good. I'm liking what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't really recall the rest of that game, just like for early game purposes. Now let's see. We're gonna end up winning this game in 5 minutes. How does that happen? So I'm just filling the gap right now. Like if my Syndra is top and my bot lane is bot, well, I would just go mid. Now Shogat matches me and I don't have vision on the rest of them, so I'm not gonna look to try to dive the Shogat or whatever. He could actually just like play for the wave. they push it, etc. And they could collapse on me. Same here, like... I don't think there's any point in fighting that. I'm probably looking to play for next Drake. Or just... So if you put me like looking at this game right now, what I would say would be the play would be applying pressure towards top side. If I'm uncontested, I can like end the game. If I'm contested, I would actually not look for a dive or whatever. I would probably look to go there and play Drake by being there because I'm so strong. I'm wearing like so much of my team's gold. I have like almost a third of my team's gold, so I'd rather make sure that someone is matching me and use that pressure to do something somewhere else. Just like this, but there is nothing to do yet because Drake is not up yet. And now look at how I'm pinging that we should play for Drake. And I'm asking them to just not die. Now, this guy doesn't know if I'm in the bush, if I'm staying, or if I'm actually rotating. So now I'm just kind of creating uncertainty, and Shen is being top, but Shen has his ult and he can always come and match. So there is that. And now I guess we were just there before, and we just take Drake. That's it. I mean, season 14 didn't change from season 13. You still like play for objectives to win games, you know. But the thing is, in season 14 you now have more objectives because you have those void grubs. So you can actually almost permanently play for an objective. Okay, let's rewatch that. I don't remember that. Well, could have played that a bit better with my E, but the most important part is that I have my Ginzu stacked in before I actually ult an auto. And here, that's something that at first I didn't really think about, the way I play with my Ginzus. Let's see, do I lose my stacks here? Stacks up, stacks up, stacks up, stacks up, stacks up. Yeah, I have my stacks for the whole fight, allowing me to do that. Nice, pretty good, pretty neat. Now we push those pretty fast because we have 5 Orgers, but we could have had 6. And now I'm pinging that Nash is spawning, so we shouldn't stay too long here mid because of tempo. And I'm pinging, retreat, retreat, Nash is spawning. Why is that? Because now they're all spawning and our play is to base now. We have so much gold we want to spend. And their play is to take whatever can be taken on the map. So if we're base and there is a Nash, they can just look to play Nash. I mean, it's harder to do these days because Nash is way tankier. But I feel like the tempo I'm on right now should be the tempo that my whole team is on. Now, because they were late to back, they're getting chased. I guess they were able to trap because enemy team didn't consider that possibility that we were just trapping. And my team still didn't spend their gold. So they actually like won that play because they had the element of surprise, not because they were actually stronger in the map. I guess I could have just pushed mid instant instead of looking to collapse on that Cho'Gath. I mean, yeah, I mean, not too much to see here. On the spot, probably felt right for a reason. And then I know that I can flash because what I'm getting for this is Nexus. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so what to learn from this game? Void grubs, OP, play for them, and even if it's not, if you don't consider it as a win condition or whatever, like it's just something to take that gives you gold, that gives you experience, gives you tempo on the map later because you would take less time to take a turret, etc. Also, it's kind of a magnet. People will try to play them, so you need to just be there in a better spot with more HP, more items, etc. So think about it from minute 1. Maybe try to crush those first 2 waves, let it bounce back to you, and then on the bounce back of the bounce back, then you can play. But then you will see that you haven't base, so you will see, does my opponent actually, like, did he get the base? Is he stronger than me? Does he have more impact than me? Or try to do wave 3 crash, let it bounce back, push faster, but then you have a bit of a smaller slow push. You have way less waves pushed in, so you have less time to move. So I mean, we're still all figuring that out, but do your testing, but put intention in it. Whenever you're doing that, try to observe at the end of the game, think about it. Did I have more impact on Void Grubs and Herald than my opponent? Yes or no? Why is that? Is it just because I was facing such a hard champion that perma has prio on me, etc.? Or is it because I just didn't play on the right timers, you know? Like sometimes you're gonna solo kill your opponent and take your base and be like, oh man, I'm so good, I solo killed him, etc. But then he TPs back, he pushes the wave, and he's there for Void Grubs. And then yes, you killed once, but you don't get more experience or anything, and you lose all 3 Void Grubs. And later on, you're forced kind of to play the 3 others, so they don't get all 6. So yeah, just think about it. I just think that this season is still all about objectives. You just have more objectives to play as a top laner, which should make us pretty happy to have a bit more action, you know. So yeah, think about it and try for yourselves. And if you find any like new strat that I didn't think about, let me know. Also ping to our teammates, see how much I pinged, and I typed also, so be the one telling them that we're playing for this and that. Okay guys, that was it for today. Hope you enjoyed that piece of content. I will be back to posting VODs, live games starting tomorrow. Well, until then, take care of yourselves, guys. Good luck and have fun in game and in real life, and I will see you next time. Peace, guys. Bye bye.